everybody. Welcome to Love and Life. Today with me, Debbie Collins, and
Carol McGee.
And we've got a lovely guest today that we're dead excited about, who is the lovely Amanda, but you might know her as Dughead.
Hello.
From TikTok. How are you, Mrs.?
Very well. Lovely to meet you and lovely
Thank you
to
for
see
joining us. That was good of you.
Thank you.
So we're just going to go over your life really and topics that are kind of on socials and stuff now,
Right.
involving yourself. So where will we start, Carol?
First of all, we're going to talk about your life going back to the past. So we just get a quick kind of a wee story about how you were brought up, where you came from, and stuff like that, because people are always interested to know. Are you only majorly, predominantly on TikTok, or do you do other platforms?
I think possibly predominantly TikTok's got me
Okay.
more well known. you know.
Yeah.
But I do love my Instagram because I really do reply a lot
Right,
more
okay.
so back. to
Oh,
people.
really?
Aye,
I've never actually looked on Instagram.
No,
On it, if I be look.
I find it more personable.
Right, okay. So I couldn't even remember your name because on TikTok it says Dughead. So me and Debbie were talking like, oh, we've got Dughead coming in, we're going to interview Dughead. But I'm like, we can't call it Dughead, you know, we need to
That's
call
what
you.
I've caught myself.
Where does
I know.
Dughead come
Aye,
from?
where does it come
Oh,
from?
right. So
Because you
see, this-
definitely don't look like a dog.
Right, so it was just before COVID and I split up with my man. I was in a 6.5 year relationship and he was very, very controlling. And I was never really allowed like any social media or anything like that. We had our social media together, whereas every picture we get took anywhere, he was always in it.
So you were carrying him?
Yes. No, I wasn't carrying him. We had like 300 followers, but it was just like a joint thing.
Yeah.
And his kids, I think TikTok just came about at this point.
Right.
And his wee girl had a TikTok, and his wee boy had an Instagram. And when you're kids, you just look at your followers going up. So like, can we make you a wee video? Could we make you a wee, like an account? And you can, now so a fake account almost, but it's my picture, my name. And they're like, what will they call you? And I used to call him because he went to the gym all the time. And he'd no neck if he got to the gym, so he used to walk about like this. And I used to say, God's sake, man, you've got a head like a dog. And I was like, geez, you're sleeping with a dog, you know what I mean? So I used to call him Dughead. Because obviously it's not dog head, because we're no posh and long. So it was always like Dughead. So I just called him Dughead, and they were like that. What will we call you? And I said, just put me down as your dad's name, because at that point I liked him. I was like, put me down at that. Put you down as your dad's name, Dughead. And then I split up with him just before COVID. And I was free to drink and love. It's just free to go on social media and sit and post myself in my pants, which I've always wanted to do. So
In your pants?
in my pants. I wasn't because he
That fills me with fear, sorry.
because he used to always want me posted with a polling echo and him right cuddling, you know how it was the controlling at its biggest point.
So nobody was to have a look at your cleavage, is that what you mean?
Aye, the whole thing, tights, black tights, the whole thing with big bows on, and it was just know who I was. So, but I get into that thing where I love you more than I love me, but that's another story. So when I started using the social media, I just left Dughead up and just used it as a joke, a bit of fun, because I was free to use social media. And then I think in 2 weeks I get 10k. And I was like, oh, here, there's something in this. And I never really thought he'd change the name, because I'm quite self-deprecating. I'm no why they would go, I want to be called Coco or Chanel number 5. It's not who I am, a Princess Amanda. Or I like that, because it has got a backstory.
Yeah.
And I didn't know, like some videos would go viral and people would, Dughead in the street, and they always go, you should change your name, but I quite like it.
It's
'Cause
different.
Well, I
it's
think
like you say it,
you know, I'm not being funny, but I think it suits you, because I don't know you by anything else. Obviously, now I know your name's Amanda.
Suits
but
me.
no, I know. But what I mean is, it's like your nickname, your unique nickname, and so changing it would be a bit daft.
And there's nobody else called that. It's not like I've had to go Dughead 6 because there's, like, if I went in as Amanda, where would I go?
I know.
Do you know what I mean?
Amanda 500.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? So when you put that in, it is only me, and it is. So I would never change it, and that's why when you were saying you want to be introduced as Amanda, but you're called Dughead, I've got a thing about it, but I actually like it.
You don't mind that.
You know what I mean? So
Well, we were saying the other day, so when I quickly phoned you the other day just to get a quick intro and introduce myself and stuff like that, and I said, so what is your name? Because I didn't even know what your name
keep
was.
that secret, my name.
Aye, because I just thought, we can't be calling you Dughead. But as you explained to me, when you're out and about in Glasgow or something like that and you get recognised because you've got a big following now on social media, people don't shout Amanda because they don't know who Amanda is. They shout Doghead, you know, so that's what you're known as. So I think
quite
you'll
like
be
it.
probably forever known as that.
Yeah, I know. So I can't change it now, because if I started changing it now, it's been a while, it's been like 4.5 years on TikTok. So if I started changing it, it'd be like, oh, look, she's changed. I liked her. But
I liked her as
changed.
Doghead.
She's called Doghead, top of the dogs now or something. You know what I mean? I was like,
I know.
No.
See, it's the same I say to my husband, you know, I could, if we ever divorced, I could never go back to my maiden name because everybody knows me now
That's what I
as
mean.
Carol McGee. And so if I was to change it to my maiden name, which is Fraser, and you were to put up Show the Night with Carol Fraser, they'd be like, who's Carol Fraser?
No, they'd be like that. She's not as good as that Cara McGee. She looks like her. She's trying to be her.
Aye,
I know.
It's what that, isn't it?
Paddle's not the same, it's shite, you know. So anyway, we're here to talk about you today, Amanda. So, you're from Glasgow.
Yeah.
You've always been from Glasgow.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
tell-
you mean, like, I'm from Glasgow. I've not always lived here, but I.
Right, okay, so tell us about your upbringing quickly. Do you have a good...
I had a great upbringing. I mean, I was bullied. I was bullied at a lot of schools, so
Oh,
I had
were
to
you?
change schools. I changed schools 4 times.
Were
and
you quieter as a child then? Is that how you were
I was
bullied?
always the way I was always the smallest, the skinniest, the weest, and I wasn't quiet. I probably learnt to make people laugh, so that if I learnt to make them laugh, they wouldn't batter me, because
Right, okay.
my mammy, I was an only child, my mammy spoilt me, so I had, like, you know, you go to school with your new shoes on the first day. My mammy had new shoes for the full 5 days, so
Oh, right,
and a new
okay.
jacket for 5 days, and she just gave me everything. And she was I was a one parent family, so she had like three different jobs to make me, like drama school and prep school and back. She just wanted to give me everything that other kids who had a father, so she tried to do the best she could.
Is your mum still alive?
Yeah.
I thought she was still alive.
She
Okay.
only lives 3 doors away from me.
All right,
Oh,
okay.
that's
Yeah. So it was a bit like that. So I got bullied, and I learnt that I learnt that if you make the bullies laugh and that, they might ease up on you. So I think that's where I got it's also a form of manipulation, you know, because I learnt this is my barrier here to keep you away from me. So
So when did you learn to toughen up?
I
Because
learnt-
now you're quite mouthy
Oh,
on social media.
Christ, don't
You
make fun
don't
for
take
me.
no shit for anybody. You just answer them back. So when did you learn to toughen up?
Right, so I moved to London when I was like 18. I stayed there for about 12 years, and I lived in predominantly like black areas. I can't remember the name. It was that long ago. I've lived
Was
there
that
many
for work
decades.
you moved down there, or just...
I went to London to be I wanted to be a singer songwriter, because I'm quite good with words, and I always used to like put words together and rap as
Right.
a child, like here we go.
And make you a wee rap at the end then?
So nothing was ever going to happen in Glasgow. No, I just always wanted to move away because I knew it was a small place.
Yeah.
And I didn't really like, dare I say it, I didn't really like what I was seeing, as in all my
Yeah.
friends were taking drugs. I've never took any drugs. So even at this age, I've never tried any drugs. I'm an alcohol popper. I love my alcohol, but that's as far as it goes.
Yep.
So all my family were dying of drugs and stuff like that. So I just wanted to get away. And, you know, you watch your telly, everything's bigger and brighter. So I always thought London's the next place to go. So, yeah, I moved there, and it was predominantly black areas I lived in. You know, like I would go to these nightclubs because I'm into that type of music, and I would get a wee bit of like harassment for lasses, and I learnt this accent is quite scary. So I learnt to be like, hey. I had a gallus walk. All of a sudden, I was eating chewing gum, and I was like, "By the way, I'll take you on. By the way, no." And I don't know, it just worked. So I think it's almost that story where you say, "Fake it till you make it." So I actually believed myself, and I
Yeah.
actually did think I was like alive. I was wondering about going.
And if you try to be like that up here, where if they know you, sometimes it's better going somewhere
That's
else.
it, doing
Nobody
him.
knows you. You can be your new
I'm
person.
a total new person.
Aye.
So I think that's where I got gained my confidence,
Aye.
really, because I was all on my own. I had one friend that lived down there before I went down. And she was doing her own thing, and I met other friends, but it just, you've got nobody to follow on. You have to make new friends, you have to find your voice. So I've always been confident, and I've always been like a chatty and opinionated, even as a child, but full of carry on. So when I went there, I think that's where the pinnacle of where I really found my confidence, definitely.
Okay. So how did London work out for you then? Did you get singing? Did you get rapping?
I did. I met a guy, right, and he was from Trinidad, and he had a recording studio, and I recorded with him on and off for 3 years because I kept coming back because my granny, God love her, was no well a lot, so I kept coming up and back and forth because I was very close to her. So basically, when I was up and down, he ended up with ME, and the studio that he owned, was owned by somebody else as well, so he couldn't pay half of the bill from being no well. So the guy was like, everything you've been recording, I just can't hand it over to you. You'll have to give me 5 or 6 grand for it. You know what I mean? Because that's how much time he'd done to himself. You've been in this studio for 3 years for free. But the guy he's left me in debt, he's buggered off because he's no well. So I'm not just going to hand you. So he was being a bit of a, can I say it?
Pass.
Aye. Aye, both doubled up.
Prick
So there's no way I could afford to pay that, do you know what I mean? So I didn't get any of my stuff, and it was like a dream that died.
Right,
but I think secretly I manifest without knowing I manifest, right? So I manifested if I couldn't make all this money by being this singer-songwriter. It wasn't really the singing, it was the songwriting, right? Because I can make wee songs up. Well, I used to be able to anyway. I thought to myself, I'm going to meet somebody and have just this lavish, lovely life. So I ended up working up in London, in the Square Mile, which is all the banks and everything is. Met a guy who owned a big company. He was loaded, moved to Essex, didn't need to work. He just gave me all this money, and I just kept coming back and treating my mammy. But I worked for him as well, do you know what I mean? But it was just like this lavish life. I had a big £1 million house, but I just wasn't happy.
Is he single?
Oh, Christ almighty. I think I broke his heart. He's living in a dungeon. So
He's a stray dog now.
So I was with him. I fell out with him anyway. It's another story, a long story, whatever. But the point is that I think I manifested everything that's ever happened to me without actually sitting there like going, oh, gee, manifest me. I just think I've always got a plan B within me. So that dream had kind of died. And, you know, I don't really dwell on things.
So did you think you were with him just for the money?
No, I did.
Or
I
did you love
I
him?
loved him. It's just it's not my fault they had money, you know what I mean? It's nobody's
Just
fault.
was a wee
It's nobody's
bonus.
my fault. No, I loved him. He was the boss of this big company and that. But I mean, I fell out with him. I mean,
Right.
he had no sexual activity in him. And I, you know, we were only together for like, can you say that on here, by the way?
Aye,
So
Charlie.
nice.
He didn't chase me about the house, and you know I like to be chased.
All right, okay.
And my mammy said you'll never meet anybody like him.
I was about
He's
to crack a
lovely."
joke there, but I better know because you might hear the laughter from behind the screen.
You go ahead.
Oh, look at it.
Do you know
So-
what's weird? Because that's a lot of girls what they aspire to be now, isn't it? I just want to meet somebody with money, live in a big
Oh,
£1 million
no,
house.
no.
But see,
I
really,
do, but-
no, but I do think a lot of folk are like that. But
I
it's
know.
quite good that you've
I've met 3 guys
done
like
it and
this,
you've
right?
been like, it's no for me.
No,
You
I've
don't
met
stay
3 guys
somewhere
like
just for
this.
the sake of it.
And the last one I was with said, I'm going to drop you off at your midden. And I went, thank you. And I've been single for
What's
like,
your midden?
the house I'm in the now, my flat is
Alright,
in the now, because
okay.
it's always big houses now and a wee flat.
But your
So he
home's your
was-
home. It's what you make
I
it,
thought you
innit?
said something else there. But
I know, so did I.
You're right.
I thought you said something else. You
Fill
weren't
me
very
in.
clear. You just
Fill
said
me in.
I bet
You went, your home's your home. And I went,
It sounded like something else.
Your hole.
Aye.
And then I'm shouting, fill me in.
Do you know what I mean? I was like, your hole's your hole, okay, do you not know my face is stitched up? But
Right, let's
anyway,
have a giggle in case you burst open the front.
Christ almighty. So no. So I've been with 3 guys like that. They've got a lot of money. I've always left them because I realised that the midden I'm in is the happiest I've ever been.
Yep.
It's in the past 5 years, been on mine. It's
Because that'll be your, like your wee safe, happy space.
Aye, I'm liberated. I can do what I want. I've got nobody phoning me what you wearing, what time you coming home, what you up to. I
Have
don't
my
like this
dinner
part.
ready.
I don't like this.
Has my man
part.
been phoning you?
Is that somebody's life? It's a lot of people actually, but no, I'm no into the money. No, I'd rather be independent and do my own thing. And if that means I'm not getting a real Mulberry bag, I'll just get a fake one.
That's
They're
it.
all the same. So I'm just
know.
happy. But I had
Happy's
to
happy, innit?
get to that point. I had to get to that
I
stage.
think you
do know what I
mature
mean?
as you get older because when you're in your 30s, especially your 20s and 30s, it's
Aye.
like, oh, I need to make money. I need to create this cracking life. And then
aye.
once you're getting there, it's like, oh, I need peace and quiet.
I think that's what it is. I think
know.
a lot of people aspire to what they believe in society's rules and whatever he's looking at. That's what I want: a big house, a nice guy, a car, a fluffy
I
dog.
think people
that's very
class that as
expensive.
happens, but,
No, but it's
and it
not
actually
happiness, it's an
isn't
inside job.
until
I
you've
know.
actually like experienced real happiness. I don't think
No, exactly.
people. No, do you know what I mean? Like when you experience it, you know what happy is.
I lived in a gilded
So you
cage.
get dropped off at your midden.
Best
and-
midden I've ever been in.
Aye, your midden in Glasgow. And
Yes.
where did you go from there? Did in come another?
Well, I got dropped off at the midden, and I think it was just where I started using the TikTok and Instagram because I
Right,
was
okay.
liberated to use them. And COVID came, and then that's where I used to do live streaming on TikTok and be sitting drinking my bottle of wine because I never was allowed to drink for that
Right.
one because he was in the AA, so he never wanted me to drink.
Oh, right,
He didn't want to
okay.
smell it, be around it, whatever. And I loved him more than I loved myself, so I abided by that rule.
Okay.
then when they dropped me off, I've never stoked. I was like in the bar, hey. So enjoyed
just
my life,
went
obviously.
feral.
Went up
Give
to
me a
10
double.
stone. Aye, went up to 10 stone. I was feeling myself. So, and it was COVID, and I was never lonely because we were all locked in. I was locked in myself. Never had a chance to find a F-body in that moment because I think I just get dropped off. It was COVID. So I just like had I was never alone because I met all these followers and I was doing live streaming. I was chatting to people.
So how many followers did you have online at your peak?
At my peak, I think I had 150k on TikTok.
Sorry.
What is that, 150,000?
150,000.
Aye, but then like I lost that, and then I got up to 120.
How
again,
did you
and
lose it?
Well,
Did you say the wrong thing?
no. I always got videos, kind of a slightly rebel band, right? But then I brung this guy back to my kitchen, and I was like, "Look at your body."
Another person.
I said, "Look at your body. You have to dance for me." And while he was dancing behind me, I was telling him what to do, and and I was doing all this. And then the next, I was like, "That's great." Everybody got like, "Oh, he was nice." And I woke up and I was banned, and it wasn't even that. It wasn't worth it.
It wasn't worth the ban.
It wasn't worth it.
But then after lockdown, you probably find a lot of folk didn't have time for TikTok. It might have been like that. It might not be people unfollowing you.
You just completely...
I didn't know how to do that. People were
Oh, so you actually lost your full account?
full whack.
Oh,
full
right.
whack.
Just for this week.
I got another one, I got 120. I got another one, I got 98.
So you keep getting banned?
Aye, I was 70, I've had 70, 60, 50,
What you at
20.
now?
I'm at, I don't know, 25, 26 or
Aye,
something
that'll
like
go
that.
up as well.
And I only joined it about 5 weeks ago. So I think my surgery had put the followers, because for somehow you could be Mother Teresa on there saving puppies, right? But the minute there's any drama, right, or any angst or any, have you seen her head? It's full off. It's botched, man. It's botched. So see, when you see anything like that people are all in about it.
You're all
because they're
invested.
like, oh,
They love
It's like
the
me
drama.
and with P Diddy.
I'm
loving it all.
it's like
You
that.
I'm not loving
Did
it,
you say
but-
you went out with P Diddy?
No. Absolutely not.
that
Maybe as a
just-
child, I'm kidding on, that was bad.
You just
You might
you
want to
just
cut that out, Paul.
Diddy, no P Diddy.
But like, see, when you
Recipe on
start
somebody's
reading
diet.
something,
I
you
see
get
that.
pure invested in it. So I know what you mean. You've had your surgery, and then everybody's maybe watched one video, then they're wanting to see how you're healing.
Because I showed the whole thing. I
cause
didn't
you've-
go there and say, listen, this is a big reveal. This is me before and this is me after.
And a lot of folk
This
would be
is
like,
me.
she
I
shouldn't be
just
doing
woke
that.
up
So
5 minutes
the
before
first time I
walking.
spoke to you, I seen an article in the newspaper, right? I hadn't seen you on social media, didn't know who you were. And
How dare you, Karen?
I know. I've only been on TikTok for 6 months. This is my 6th month. So I don't even really notice people, right? If
No,
I'm
I don't
not
watch people
talking,
either.
I'm not really on. Every now and again I do, right? So anyway, I had seen this article pop up online. I don't really buy newspapers now, so I'd seen it on the online newspapers. I can't remember if it was a Daily Mail or something like that, The Sun. Do you know what one it was?
I
Was there
think
a
it
few?
was The Sun, actually.
Was it okay?
Aye.
So I had seen
was
that
it?
online, and I'm like, Doghead? The fuck is
I never
Doghead?
seen it. What was it?
What kind of names is this? I'll tell you in a minute.
something.
So I seen this article, so I went and looked for you on TikTok. There was a link to it.
Oh,
So I
right.
clicked on it, and
Love
I
a link.
thought, oh, she looks interesting. I was like, I'll need to give her a message and have a wee look, and that's what I done. And so I thought it was interesting. I would have high-fived you if you'd have been standing there. So this news article on The Sun was all about this UK cougar and how you could get all the toy boys in Glasgow type thing.
never
You
seen
were
that.
just
Cougar?
a huge
Too
cougar.
young to be a cougar.
And that you were into all these toy boys, and that was just the best thing since sliced bread. So
like
is
that?
that true? Where did that article come from?
I know they contacted me and they were like, could we do like I've been watching your stories. The guy who contacted me for Sun, he was like, I've been watching your stories on TikTok. They pop up on the FY page on my Instagram, and you're always talking about younger guys.
I know, but the Sun's no contacted me, and I'm never after FYP, and I'm not trying to be funny, but I walked down the street like, seen your FYP, seen your FYP.
better start banging wee guys.
spoke to me
Sun's
now,
no for
Carol.
me.
You've spoke to me now.
So I need
I'm
to get the
manifesting
paps
it
out,
for
is that
you.
what you're telling me?
I've not popped him out for a while. Anyway, you know what I mean? So
I think that's a bit an insult, calling you a cougar.
no, I don't like labels.
I don't
and
think you're
said
old
that
enough
him.
to be a cougar.
No, well, I'm old because, you know,
Oh, well,
the,
don't look
the
it.
gap is long. The gap is wide, Debbie. It's
Are you
wide.
P Diddy? The female version.
Let me think. No. Anyway, so I always ask for birth certificates before they head into the bedroom. I'm like, where's the birth certificate?
Have you got school them, Laura?
Do you want
Before
your...
the head in the
No,
bed.
because I used to always say lies and go, I think these fuckers, they want me to make their playpies up and do their washing. No, I don't make nobody's
Polish your school
playpies. I
shoes.
can't even make mine playpies, do you know what I mean? Want me to shine their shoes.
You are the
and all that.
playpies.
I'm the buffet mates. I'm the... So I remember this guy, I was on this dating app, and he says, what do you bring to the table? I went, mates, I am the fucking table.
I always say, do you know, I say it as a laugh, but I do say it as a laugh. My motto is, if I can't get one at 50, I'll take two at 25. And usually when I say that, my man just rolls his eyes off me, right? And my Wayne says, shut up, mum, right, that's too far. Because my boy's 28 now, but when he was 25 and all his pals are 25, I was like, you know, boys, my motto is, if I can't get one at 50, I'm taking two at 25. What age are you? And my boy's like, mum, get out my fucking room, get out my room.
But I love that.
You know,
I love
and it was just a
You've got to
carry
laugh and
on.
make jokes. You've got to.
I know. So,
Aye, so the cougar, no, I'm not into that name. But what can you call it? Older lady that likes younger men. But I just hate labels.
Dog
actually.
heads.
Hate labels.
Involved with puppies.
Hate
here comes dog heads.
Woof woof, here we go.
So, do you prefer younger men, or
Do you know,
has it just happened like that?
I just want them to have hair. I don't want it to have a beard. I don't like beard bellies, right? I don't want one eye. I don't want baggage. I don't want baggy boxer shorts and, like, I want them to be on point with their kind of their dress sense, right? Go to the gym. Take care of themselves, and a lot of guys are like, a lot of guys write to me going, when are you going to stop going with these toy boys? And I'm a real man. I might not look like them, but I'll take care of you like a princess now. And
Take
I'm like,
care of yourself, like a princess.
what do you look like? And they send me a picture and I go, in what lifetime, Joe? I'm like, no, ever, never. I'd rather do that in myself, and I'm really not into that. So no, it's a certain
I'm
look.
not showing you a picture of my boy, by the way. He's ripped.
I know,
so I'm
see,
not
soon as
seeing
you say 28. See, soon as you say 28, I'm not being bad.
You're like,
I've
bring
had
away,
wait a second, I've had a facelift, so none of these eyebrows are going to work the now, right? Or ever, let's hope. That's the whole point of a facelift. But when she said 28, why them well like that inside me?
Shows a picture,
My
Carol.
eyebrow got a bit excited. It went, hello, Carol, when am I coming over for Sunday lunch?
He'd probably shit himself to tell you the truth.
I'm kidding you on. 32, maybe 35. I'll take
No.
that.
I don't think a
Okay.
32 or 35-year-old would look at a place next to you, but
No, can I be honest with you? For the hairs, they don't.
I know.
I know they don't, but it's because I on my dating sites where I was on, because I don't like to date somebody right from my Instagram, because a lot of people ask me for there, because that's like a dating site for a lot of people.
Oh, right,
but they're
okay.
looking for Doughead, this gimmick character, so they're not going to get to know Amanda. So I'd rather go into a dating site and it's just Amanda on there.
Yeah.
But a lot of people go, my daughters follow you, I know who you are, right, whatever, right? So, but I'd just rather meet somebody via Amanda. So I will go in there and I'll lie about my age, because when you say a certain age, it does seem a set past it, and they don't know, that I've got skin like dolphin and I'm tight all over everywhere. If you know what I mean. So when you say a certain age, they're like, oh, she's gone, she's done, she's rubbed. So I can't eat, and they think, and I'm like, no, so I want to just make sure that they know that everything's working well and upright.
Right,
so
okay.
if I say a certain age, they'll not think that, but my real age
So
isn't sexy, I don't think.
Do you prefer younger men to older men then?
No, I just...
Are you
No,
open to all
it's
ages?
a look and a physique.
See if
she likes.
you've,
Right,
I don't
okay.
care if you've a hair transplant, just make sure it's working. Hair's a thing for me, muscles are a thing for me, tattoos and a tan, and a nice kind of a joggy suit. Are you
Joggy
out there? Bring your friend and your dad, and we'll do a Tuesday uppy. Know what I mean?
Okay.
So, no.
So you like things to be upright and... So
Sounds
you're
good,
telling
We
people...
want somebody to match your vibe. You're not
I
going
know.
to...
Exactly.
Do you know
So
what I mean?
you're basically saying you want people to know that you're still tight and you still look good under that Palm Angels top. So that brings us to the next thing.
Okay.
So do you have an OnlyFans page?
I have an OnlyFans.
And how did that come about? What made you...
Right, so for years people say to me on Instagram, the young team, have you got an OnlyFans? And I'm like, no. And
In other words, they want to see your tits,
yes,
really?
of course.
Aye.
So, well, you know what I mean, for a £5. And I'm like, no. So I never ever had it, because I thought, I'm too funny, I'm too intelligent, and I don't need to go down that route. Why should I? And I never send a nude to like a guy that I was kind of a teasing or seeing, because I'm not into it, because I know how much they
Aye. So
transmit
just
around
him.
the world.
Aye.
And I never asked for one. If somebody asked me ones, they're gone, because they're sending it to everybody. And I wasn't into that. It was a kind of a rule for myself. So basically, I watched this programme last year, and it was on in the background, and then it was like an OnlyFans thing, and it was on the background, and I realised how much money these lasses are making. I went, oh, here, by the way. So I got my pal the next day.
How much are they making?
Well,
We'll no
she was
talk
like-
about money
aye,
for
she-
you, but
she was just
how much
saying-
was the lassie you were watching making?
She was like, and she wasn't here aesthetically.
I think I know what programme you're talking about. And she
I
was
lost
hit the
my
big
job.
car, and it was
Yeah,
she
I
an
lost my job.
aesthetic person.
I was a nurse, or I was
Yeah.
I was a school teacher, and I've
Because
left it.
I know somebody that's on it and they're making 40 grand a month.
Yeah,
Caro, I told you not to tell him about that.
I know, but
I'm
you
not
don't
doing
go
it
on as
anymore.
much, do you?
no. So I watched this, right?
Because I
she was
mind
like,
watching that and going, if she can do it.
aye, that's what happens. I thought, and the
My
word
paps are coming out.
they're coming out. I was like, here we
For
are. I was lying
40
in my bed. I was lying in my
grand.
bed, and I went,
Sorry,
babies.
Anna. And they
So-
didn't need to pay tax and all that on
You
it.
have to do the whole thing.
Aye, it's a job.
So it was all different shapes and sizes, different attitudes, and I just thought, let me just look into this, because I've been asked so many times. So got my pals to sort it out. Put one picture up. It was in a full bodysuit, and I woke up. And it doesn't sound like a lot of money, but it was, because all I did was send one picture. I woke up and I'd made £500 out of one
Shut
picture.
the fuck up.
And I'd put the picture on at 2 a.m, and I woke up at 8:30 and just managed to check it. And I went,
Opened up and went, I've got 500 quid.
I know,
and I
I've
was
done
like,
this slight.
Mammy,
I'd
get
have
your
been like,
raincoat, we're
where's-
going out.
As
We're
in
going out
like
for lunch, hen.
£500, and I woke up in the morning, £500 in one picture with my clothes on.
I know,
I'd be like, where's the
But
camera?
people are buying hoof pictures and everything.
Hoof pictures.
With your feet.
I know.
You don't get them sorted.
Elbows. Somebody, do you know?
Elbows?
Do you know?
Elbows?
I made £100 out of sending 4 bras, and all I was doing was showing the guy the label. So I showed 4 labels of my bra, and he gave me £100.
You'll be getting
Oh my
messages
God,
to
I've
my
got hundreds
husband
of
tomorrow.
bras.
What have you done to my wife? I'll be like, Tam, it's just an elbow pick. Fuck's sake, I'll pay for
I can imagine him come right through you and then waking up in the morning and say, Tam, I've got £500
By the way, I
for
bet
that
I can make
elbow
a few
pick."
bob off him.
And he'd be like, that's great. Next time you go to the airport, you can buy your earlobe
I
glasses.
mind my eye.
Right. It's all on you now,
Oh,
Debbie.
listen, she does. She's getting in business. She does all right. So
I know,
don't worry
I
about
I know,
it.
but I
know
still
you
need to
take
get out of my
for
bed in the morning.
I know. Well, I don't. I just like that.
Sometimes she's texting me and I'm like, what are you doing? She's like, stoning. And that sounds a bit druggy, but it's
don't
no.
take
She means
drugs, never
she
take drugs, just
stones.
saying.
She makes her
Aye,
own
the stoning for the
costumes
kids.
and stuff like that.
My ex-husband used to make stones. I used to do that, but I used to get him to do it. Stones on the shoes, heels, or on light switch. No, like lights.
Aye, or
and
your
Tell
all the wee
dog kids
stones.
what you stoned.
Oh, that's a bit of a day. My Range Rover. But that was years ago when I was living my gypsy.
Wait a minute.
My
Did it
gypsy
work in
days.
the wind? Did the wind know you're a right
No,
good
it
stoner?
was
man?
really good glue, are you?
good glue.
It's actually illegal now, the glue that I
Number
used.
1 on Amazon.
Here,
But,
there's a line for you. You're a really good stoner.
Yeah, professional stoner.
I'll stone you.
And it's funny because people always get me stuff like, man, he's not like pure crystally stuff now. Because back in the day, I was all for that stuff. I don't
Did you
know what
tell
happened
them
to
you're
me.
Bet your whole house
about
was
Now
stoned.
I'm just like dead basic bitch.
that N word, you're demure now. Did you not tell them that?
What's that mean?
What do
You've
you
calmed down and-
classy?
All right, aye.
More
I don't
classy
think I'm
now.
classy. I
Not
don't know.
brassy, but
I think
classy.
I think I
Trashy.
overdosed.
Aye.
No, that
it was
way.
a thing, but then
Right,
when
anyway,
Aye.
so I'm
Was a
interested
thing.
in this OnlyFans. I'm kind of my
So
ears
man,
are-
500 quid.
She's
Sign me
going
up.
up for stoning. So
I could stone my body parts and get them out for
Listen,
OnlyFans.
Kenny-
calm
Anybody-
down till we get this
Oh
story.
no, can we wrap this up? I've got what
Anyway.
stoned all over her body. Stoned on
So your
Get
first
stoned,
picture
didn't
got you 500 quid. That's
first picture.
That's
And I didn't
good.
leave the house, didn't have to go up. Need alarm.
Didn't leave
See
the
me, I don't
kennel.
like alarms. Because they're controlling my life and controlled all my life. So I'm like, don't control me. So I'm lying in bed and I'm like, painting a picture.
So what happened after that? Did you start to put more
After that,
pictures on?
I got serious. I got to Amazon. I was going to sorts of lights and dildos and plastic pants and all that. I was like, let's get into this.
Did you?
So aye, but I've got
Plastic
a management now
pants?
because I wasn't really good at myself.
What's the
doing this.
plastic pants for?
Well, pants that are plastic looking. Are
Oh, PVC. I'm like, you
call
fucking
them
pissing yourself.
I know, plastic pants.
All right, PVC.
Plasticated look.
Right, yeah.
Oh, well, I'll get called that anyway.
I've
but
never had a pair of plastic pants.
no,
have you?
they're itchy. Don't get them. They're itchy.
They're quite noisy.
Aye.
So you've had a pair then?
No, I work quite a lot of
But then
PVC.
let's face it, in a sexual
Good
moment
comeback.
of activity, plastic moving about is quite a...
Aye.
Well, did I do that? I did.
You did,
you know what I
aye.
mean? So it's quite interesting. Good noise. So...
Right, okay.
Plastic stuff. So I just started taking lots of pictures. I had to get a management, and I'm no the best at it, because guys on OnlyFans, they want to chat to you all day.
Aye.
And I wasn't really good at that.
You're
But
like me,
You just want to provide the service.
Just pay for
I'm
my
learnt
picture,
now.
mate.
Aye,
You know,
but
don't
I've
bother
learnt now
chatting.
that, you know,
And do they take the nip butt when you don't talk to them?
no, what it is they want to meet you. They want to take you out for dinner. They want to buy you things in a reality thing. They
I
really
like
do.
dinner.
I know I love dinner. I love, especially, you know, I was going to say something else. But
Dog's
we'll not
dinner.
go there. Yeah, what time is it? It's not past a certain time.
She can have put a new meaning to dog's dinner, didn't she?
I mean, I
Dog's
was
dinner.
like, but maybe they're like that to you. I'd like to take you out for dinner. And I think what they want is
Aye, they want all you can eat for a fiver.
Here's your dinner there.
want
Anyway,
the
so, but they want to take you away from it. A lot of them are just online and they enjoy.
And you
but
just say, mate, I love getting £500
What, they
for
want to
sitting
take
there.
you away for OnlyFans?
I don't know if there is a few.
I think you're
There
too
is a
good for
few.
it.
Aye, they're like, because I think online, you have a, right, so we've all got a crush.
I've
right,
never
on-
been on OnlyFans, I've got to say that. I've never even looked.
it
I know
is
what it is, but I've never even looked. I might have a wee gander now.
Go into my link. Anyway.
If you get a link in your link
Got a link
tree.
for everything. Anyway, do you know what I mean? So you know how like you've got a crush and you get a wee bit of fantasy about it.
Right.
That's what a lot can become. But
Right.
that's what you really want. You want them to
I think
subscribe.
this is so sad, but I think I live with my crush.
That's lovely.
You say I cringe you out, but I do.
But brilliant.
It's
We're all
actually
searching.
unhealthy.
No, because
I'm
she's
still
like,
searching for a crush.
my man's the best look man in the whole of Glasgow.
I don't say he's the best looking, he's just the best
He's
human.
the best for you and
And
everything.
I just love
Aye.
him. I just love him.
But do you know what? I don't do social media, right? I have got TikTok and
Yep.
like Insta, quite like
Because I
Insta.
insisted.
I love
she did-
Insta.
She
I
insisted.
insisted that she made it.
But
Good for you.
so when I was saying it, Carol messaged me and she's like, "Oh, have you heard of Doug Heed?" And I'm like, "Doug Heed, I have." And then I looked and I'm like, "I don't follow her. She must come out." And then it was my sister talking about crushes. My sister's like, "Oh my God, Doug Heed's like she's a fangirl." So I'm like, "Oh, what do you love about Doug Heed? Like how?" Because she's like, "Oh, I follow her. I love all her stuff." And I'm like, "What is it about?" And she's like, Debbie, people message her and say stuff like that. "Oh, I can give you everything you want. You don't need to be doing it." And you're like, I don't. And then people comment and go like, "Oh, I just wish you would meet a nice man that would treat you good." And you're like, that's like hell for me. I'm quite happy. And she's like, "I just love how she's pure,
Honest.
Spice girl power. You
Aye,
don't need a
totally.
man." And like kind of moving on for that whole, the way we've all been brought up, you get married, you have kids, you stick by the way you were with your Polonex on and your family photos and but you
For
can
love.
be yourself, do you know what I mean? I think we
Aye.
need more
I
people like
stand
that
up for
nowadays.
it.
Because like I was saying, a lot of young girls are aspiring to meet a man with money, love that.
No.
And you're like, that doesn't make you happy, do you know what I
No.
mean? Be
I know,
yourself.
but I think as
You have to go
mature,
through it,
you
maybe.
change your,
Aye,
change your
defo.
mind.
It's not even that I wanted the money with these guys. It's just that I'm a Pisces and we're all about the love.
Same.
Right.
What date are you?
I knew we had a vibe, man.
know.
I don't know about her. But I knew we felt
I'm a
something.
realist.
She's a Gemini. Are you?
You're a Gemini?
Gemini.
Oh, I've only
What
had a slight
date are you in?
heartbreak with a Gemini.
March?
When in March?
2nd.
I'm a 22nd. We're really close to each other, like 3 days apart.
2 and 4 is my favourite number.
Do you
And
know-
2 and 2
6
makes
and
4.
9's mine.
Well, mine's 27th. What's she saying? 2 and 4.
Anyway, let's get back
Sorry,
to this. I'm
let's talk
interested.
titties and OnlyFans.
How many followers have you got on OnlyFans now?
Well, that's I can't tell that. Can't say that. out
Okay,
loud.
but
that's
is
a
it a
thing you
lot?
like to. It goes up and down. It really does,
Well,
and I had to get used to that because
Right,
I was like,
okay.
oh, look at all my followers, money, money, money.
So do they
But no,
subscribe
it
and
goes up
pay? Is that what a follower is on OnlyFans?
Aye,
Like
they
you pay?
subscribe. But you know, they get greedy. They want to talk to you all day, then they go away and they go, "You're annoying me," and then they come back a month later. Because to me, you're allowed to
So do they pay extra to talk to you, or is this just...
No, they'll pay extra for personalised pictures or any
Right.
content. I didn't know that. I was like, "What, you want me to jump up and let them bounce in the bath?" I haven't got time for that. I'm watching MasterChef Australia, so I'd pause it, jump in the bath, put water around me, and I go. and then I'd send it, make lots of money, come back to you, the money get in my bank.
You're really selling this to me.
Mammy, we're going for lunch. Next day.
I know, but on camera that would look the part, right? But really, you're away back to making your steak pie. I once watched a programme on the television, and it was a woman on a sex chat line.
Right, okay.
And she was an old granny, and she never even had teeth in. And she's like, "Oh, aye, son, why don't you just take your boxers down the new?" And I'm like,
But that'd be quite handy, no teeth, would it no?
Really?
Like,
I know, but the whole point
Do you know
that
what I mean?
Debbie, she was nearly 70.
Apparently
and
they
she's
give
talking
the
all
best
sexy on the phone.
with the no teeth.
I know, but this young guy's
that old
probably
woman
thinks he's
you're
talking
making a
to...
fortune on gammies.
This young boy's probably thinking he's talking to a lovely, sexy woman, and she's standing there doing her dishes.
But
do you know
that's
what I
the
mean?
point. That if he
But they
doesn't know what he's talking to,
fantasise.
it's a fantasy. It's a fantasy world. You know, these guys are, and I don't actually judge people that are on there because I think the world now, right? I think this is why dating life is went to fuck, right? Basically, because sex is so available and easy
Yep.
now, and people will just be your fuck buddy. People will just meet you.
So where'd I get it if I'm looking for it?
Even last night when I was talking about that P. Diddy stuff and I was saying to Tam about it and he's like, you're not right on that TikTok, it's eating you up. And I'm like, I know, I'm heavy invested. But see, like that, it's like them, like there's assuming a lot of famous people, I don't know if you've been kind of following it, like all the big names, right?
No, really, I've
Jay-Z,
seen
Beyonce, Alicia Keys. Oh no, they better not come after me.
The men.
Maybe, oh God. So they've got all this money and they've got all this power, but they just want more. They can
course.
get sex. They can,
Of course.
so they want to go with kids and
I know.
dogs.
No, listen, it's true.
Aye, so
see if you
you can
imagine.
never get enough. They want the unimaginable.
See if you can imagine that you can get everything and you've had everything.
And more.
Where do you go for there?
Aye, exactly.
So you go up and up, and that's why. Well, I hate to talk about it, but it's true. I watch a lot of stuff because this is what I'm a conspiracy theorist, right? So I go into all
Right,
that,
okay.
the stuff that's actually really going on now,
Aye.
like kids and
Yep.
like babies, like
Yep, no,
you know,
it's fucked up.
I lived in America for a while because my ex moved there, and I remember we were going doing Route 66, and I went into this toilet and I looked on the wall, and this is what you never see about the American movies and how America's the big I am. And it was just a wall of missing children. A wall. I mean,
right,
I don't mean just a wee wall.
I've seen
I'm
the thing
talking
on
about-
milk
it's-
cartons
it's
and
real.
stuff like that,
It's a
aye.
real thing. When you go to that gated community, because you need that to enjoy your there. When you go to that and you're in a reality world. I mean, I remember I was lost at one point because I jumped out of his motor because we had a big argument. I started running, and it's a driving place, right? You have to drive.
Aye.
And I was going up to windows there like that. And it was in Las Vegas, and I was doing that, and people were putting up their windows and running away. And I was a clean dressed, not well, I don't know what a normal looks like, but you know, not a normal looking citizen. And they were just driving off. There's no help.
Aye.
You're on
But the thing
your own.
is, you'll
It's a
probably
scary
find
place.
women would be in about stuff like that. Look at Myra Hindley and all that. You just can't trust them, do you?
No, I know.
No.
So anyway, your OnlyFans. So how long have you been doing it for?
Since last, I'd say last October,
And how long do you think you're going to continue doing
till I'm
it?
in the coffin.
Till she's that
Right,
woman with no
okay.
teeth, getting out
That woman
gammy.
acts that- No,
No, she's a vegetarian.
I'm
she's not
telling
taking the meat.
I'm telling you, no teeth. I've not got any of these are for turkey, so I'm just. I will always be. I'll be like the old woman now. You see them and you see them from behind. She goes, she looks nice. Then she turns around. She's like, I'll be that. That would me.
So you're this is helping fund your lifestyle, would we say?
So is this your job then?
Aye, but I influence on Instagram as
Yeah,
well. If
aye.
I promote a company, the company will pay me money.
Yep.
Because I've got them a lot of followers or promoted something that
Yeah.
of interest. But I'll only ever do things that I'll actually personally
Believe in,
myself.
kinda
You
thing.
see the people come on and go, and you can tell a million miles away. They
I
are
don't
not
you
using
doing
that
my
product.
brand because you're a wee bit different. You wouldn't give it all this, oh my God, stop what you're doing.
No, it's-
I've just got that.
Stop what
that
you're
I mean,
doing.
that's what they
Stop
do, but
living
it's
your
the same.
life. Take a deep
Don't
breath.
walk, run. I'm like that flick.
No, I just hate all
Whereas
that.
you'd be like, I could just imagine you being real.
Sometimes they'll send me things, like they've sent me cocktails when you try to promote these cocktails, like, and I'll take one. I went, listen, don't even get them because you'll be that drunk you'll sleep with anyone. Don't do it, don't do it.
Where do we get these cocktails?
Exactly. I was supposed to go out the night. Next minute I'm lying in my bed, they're all around me, and my makeup's all smudged. I've not even kissed anybody. I've tried to kiss myself, and I'm like, don't take these cocktails. You know, so I'm just
But
kind
that's
of real
real.
about it. But I would only ever do something I would personally want to
So
use.
more recently on social media, on TikTok, I've saw that you have went for surgery, because I phoned you to come on the podcast.
That's
and you
right.
says, Carol, I'm going to Turkey on Monday or something, so we never had enough time to fit you in, so we had to wait till you come back. So I've kind of watched your journey for there,
Right, okay.
since I phoned you. So when I phoned you, that was when I saw the article, and then I contacted you. So that was you were getting ready to go to Turkey. So you went to Turkey and you're putting on your page, like enticing people to interact with you. So I'm going to Turkey to get a procedure done. What do you think I'm getting done, guys? Well, that's fucking just opening the floodgates.
Loved it.
To everything.
Hilarious.
And so I read some of the responses and I'm like, oh my God. And I'm choking to say, what the fuck are you getting done?
Aye,
you know,
aye.
like what's
But that
getting
was the
done?
whole point.
But that's
I know.
quite interesting, because when you did that, I thought that's quite good, because we all look at ourselves, maybe don't notice things, and maybe if loads of people get back and said, oh, you should go and get this or that fixed, you'd maybe be like, oh, if I get a wee
I know, because quite honestly, I'm looking at you online and I'm like, I don't know what she's getting done.
Well, when we left the pod last Monday, I'm like, Carol, listen, Carol, I don't wear makeup and that. Do you think I could start maybe just not wearing makeup and being me? Because I just don't like it. And she's like, you're fine with it. Then she's like, we've got that. I'm like, fucking hell, I'm not sitting next to her with any makeup on.
Listen, if I come in with none either, do you know what I mean? It wouldn't work out. So I don't like to scare people.
So anyway, so off you went to Turkey. What did you get done?
Well, I got a facelift. I only knew I wanted I never thought in my life I'd ever get a facelift. I went because I used aesthetics. I used to get like cheek filler. I got my lips done. I got a fox eye and I stopped getting Botox because the Botox was
Bring your
pushing
brows
my
down.
brows down. So. And I just thought to myself, I was in Marbella with my friend, and she took
What's
a
a
picture.
fox lift? Sorry,
A fox eye. Sorry, they push your instead of giving you Botox, which was pushing my eyebrows down. I got a fox eye, which is pulling they pull your eyebrows up, so it lifts your eyes. And it's much
how do
better.
they do that? Because I've never heard of that. I'm
It's
just
like
curious.
it's like threading. It's no painful.
Oh, so they put a thread in and pull it up and tie it?
And I remember doing it and it went viral because she basically done that. My eyebrow was there and she pulled it up. All of a sudden it took 10 years off me. You know what I mean? So I could,
where did I
I
get
could
that
basically
done?
get a 30-year-old right.
I got an eyelid lift last year.
Oh,
Think
do you
that
want
would
that
sort
An
of-
eyelid lift in February as well.
Right.
But basically she was like that. Oh. And I was like, look, I can get a 30-year-old right now. She pulled it up. I was like, I'm on to the 20s now. Because it took me right up to all my years away. But it's aesthetics. It will go down. How much do you want to keep getting done every 6 months? So obviously, I thought to myself, I was on holiday, right? And I'd got all the aesthetics, whatever, they were there. And my pal took a picture, but I wasn't posing in it. I was in the background. And when I zoomed in, I went, oh, well, so I was like that. Jesus. I went, I'm going for a facelift. And that was on the 8th of August. And I was in the surgery bed on the 7th of September, because I don't fuck about here. I'm like, doctor.
So did you had surgery in Turkey before, or did you just decide to go to Turkey?
Yeah. I got liposuction, and so basically I got liposuction right at the age of 50.
Right.
Yeah.
At the age of 50?
That was my first surgery I've ever
I
had.
didn't even think you were 50.
Because they're real. They're
my
my
God.
good babies. My babies of
And
like
yourself.
50s. Anyway, so I've never had surgery in my life. All I've had is Botox, aesthetics, whatever, like everybody else. Hair weave, fake tan, whatever, fake nail. Christ, it's going on. But you know what I mean? All the stuff that most people kind of get. Most, you say that, but no judge, no, making a judgment. But a lot of people get these things
I
done.
know what you mean.
So I was going to my lash tech and I was getting my aesthetics, and they had got like lipo and stuff, and I had put on I was like 7 stone 6 before COVID, and in the drinking binge of being free in my midden, I'd basically put up to 10 stone, and I'm only 5'1", so that was too much for me. I was like, they were like big, and you know, it was all a bit juicy, but I was too small and I wasn't used to it. So I lost the weight and went down to 7 stone 11. But I just thought, I'm just going to, instead of this wee bit, I'm just going to go and get it took off me. And when I went over there, they're all laughing at me, all the nurses going, what is wrong? There is nothing there. That's Italian. They were
I was going to say, yeah, Natalie.
Italian.
And it's Turkey and ended up in Ireland.
So they're like, there's nothing there. What is wrong? You crazy girl. So I got it. I got in. The doctor's happy. Just took it out me. Whatever. Right. Took it out me. Doesn't sound right. So at 50, I got it. I get slated for it because I filmed it. And lassies are getting BBLs and boobs done at 18 and 20. I have never had surgery till I turned 50 and they still want to go for you. So it makes me realise it doesn't matter what you're
But they're still watching, they're still intrigued.
Oh, listen, I've got a hate site built just for me. The only thing they've got in common, because it's all fake accounts, is me. And yet apparently they're not jealous. They don't care.
I just think
I'm
that's
embarrassing.
mental.
But it's embarrassing.
People giving up their time.
On a fake account, talking to each other.
It's
The
quite
only
flattering,
thing
isn't it?
they've got in common is me.
It's
And
a bit fucked up, really.
It's
It is fucked
and they
up. I
monitor-
just want
I'm
to go.
not trying to
and
be
they
funny, but
monitor
that's
me.
people with mental health issues.
It's
That's
all
people with
is.
too much fucking time.
And one
I
of-
know, but
one of my
setting
biggest
up a fake
One
thing
of
just
my
to do
biggest
that.
haters, Carol, is my ex's ex, who's a psychologist.
Well, I was going to say, you usually find most of
Honestly.
these
Because I know
haters
it's
are people
her,
you know.
called her out, and I've now, well, I'm in the middle of something right now, but because I just want to get, I'm so I've caught her out, I've caught her now, with her own account going on about me, so I'm like, yes, because if she's got a duty of care, but it's just never ending. But if these people have only got you as their own, they've made a site up to hate on you on their fake accounts, and they monitor me where I go, who I see. Because even if I put a guy up, right, on my social media, they have found out through a picture on who liked my picture, that he looks like that guy in the picture, went to his Instagram, went to his pictures,
That's
right,
mad, isn't
and
it?
start writing to him about who they think I'm what they think
This
I
is
do.
fucking FBI behaviour.
I know,
Aye.
but that's
Colombo.
what social media is like.
Aye, you
Same
can't-
things
so I
happen
can't
to me
put-
sometimes as well.
My mum's like, just be private, just keep it.
I booked a hotel for an event, and the next thing somebody came on and went, "Oh, I phoned up the hotel. I actually checked. She has booked it. It is booked, and she
And who
has got
gets
this
it? They're
booked." And I'm
waiting.
like,
Who's going to go,
Jesus.
well done you for doing that?
I'm
That's
like,
already-
how sick are some people?
They have no life.
That's like mental health and don't even know it.
Obsession, but they don't. I don't understand why, instead of hating on me, really deflecting on the fact they don't even like themselves,
Fucking
why
work
don't they
yourself.
just go and look at themselves and make themselves better? Because there's times in my life,
Or be nice to you and be a pal.
especially when I dropped half my midden, I was like, well, I got an idea, I'm 46, my man's couch, my midden's a mess, I'm not getting paid any money. You know what I mean? So I have to like work and focus on myself. But while you're doing that, you know, I think they just don't like confidence and happiness
Yeah.
because you can't go and buy
Well, I
them.
think a lot of them probably want to do it themselves, but
And they
like
can't.
that, they're being restricted, so they're hating on you for living the life they want to live.
So back to the surgery.
I thought you were going to say back to the OnlyFans.
So where did you go? Was it
Back to the surgery.
So I got
Why
the
did you do
facelift.
it? Why?
Well,
Why did
'cause-
you get the facelift? Because I think you look gorgeous the way you are. So you
Well, I had the
decided.
facelift.
I know, but you decided. I'm talking about. I saw your page before you get the facelift, so I didn't imagine what you were getting done. So anyway, you went for a facelift. Why did you go for the facelift? Why are you getting the surgery? Is there a reason?
Well, I got the facelift because I felt like, you know, through my management team, I'm doing modelling now, right? So they pay me to model like certain things, right? And it's events where they're lassies. We're all different ages, size and things, whatever. But I just, because I've got a hematoma here as well, and I've got an unsymmetrical face.
What's a hematoma for people that don't know?
Well, I don't even know either, but I got it. It's like a face nerve damage.
Oh,
And I
right,
got it
okay.
through domestic abuse, right?
Oh, right,
It's like a draw. Like you can get that from having a stroke and stuff, can't you?
Yeah. Well, I got it from domestic abuse. And
Unsymmetrical.
yeah, so it's like that when I first had it, when it first happened, I was smiling up here and I was smiling down there.
Yep.
And everything had kind of but the doctor had said at the time it would take 15 years to go away. I've had it for 8. But I always felt like I was getting my pictures took and I just thought, and then when I get that picture of my friend in Marbs, I could see that I just wanted this, and I thought, you know, I've got the
I
money
just think
for
a
it.
woman at 50, why not get a facelift?
Well,
I would
50
understand if you were getting slagged at the age of 30, 20, 50s, kind
Well, I'm
of.
51, so...
Do you know what I mean?
I'm 51 now,
Good
so...
for you.
And it's... Well, people would say that's middle age. All right, so firstly, let me just say something about age. I am quite ageless, and I'm ageless in everybody. I don't go for age, I just live for how I feel. All I've got is this day. I'm into all that, right, all this new age thing. I just live for this day and how I feel good, that's it. So even though the cougar thing, age isn't really a thing, it's how you are as a person. So I don't really go, my friend who's 40, she's going to come and her daughter's 60. I've
got friends at 50. I've got friends
from
at
every-
80.
Friends at 25.
But I've like, see My sister-in-law and that, they're like, what, 30? And when
I've
we're
no
together,
I've
like
no
you
pals
say,
at all.
you don't think they are, like...
My pals are all different ages. My mummy's 73, she's dead young spirited. You know, I don't...
It
How does
doesn't
your
matter.
mum feel about you doing the OnlyFans and going for facelifts?
She doesn't care about the OnlyFans because she's getting her curtains done. She's just got her kitchen done.
Aye, she'd be proud as punch. She could be a junkie on the street.
Not giving that. She's getting new carpets. The woman's loving her life,
Exactly.
living her best life. No, so because she says to me, I said, I've not done any pictures. I've not done anything since I've had my face. Well, you better do it.
She's pimping her.
I need a new rug.
No, you better get yourself your pants in. No, she doesn't. She doesn't want to know about it,
But she knows you're happy.
Do you know what I mean? So
You're not
she
doing
doesn't
any
care.
harm.
She knows I'm flamboyant that way, and I don't really care. And I don't judge who does what. Do what you want.
Exactly.
I'm not hurting anybody. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So anyway,
What do you think she would say if she says, no, listen, Mum, my management team's asked for you to come in and do a couple of pictures
she's
with
got
me?
social anxiety. She's no leave the house. You know what I mean? And
She
she's
says they can come in here and take them.
No, I know.
Young and old,
She's
you fancy it?
my mummy's the opposite of me. She's no sexualised. She's quite meek and mild. She's no confident. She's shy. She doesn't know where I popped out for. Well, she knows she's hard, but we're dead different. So I think she says, you come up with all the things, the attributes I'd have liked, but that's no
So
me.
you're happy with your surgery? Because I know
Aye.
online a couple of people were
Love it.
slagging you off.
Love it.
And, you know, your response was really good. I loved the responses. But they were like picking up and everything and anything.
I'll get called for
Obviously,
everything.
when you get a surgery, you start to heal and bits are swollen before it calms down. And so they were talking about your swollen bits.
We're
and-
talking my eyes flickering because I've got a hematoma on this face.
Uh-huh.
It's nothing to do with the surgery. It's to do with the fact I've got nerve damage on this side of my face.
So did-
and
It's nothing to do with them.
No, and if you
you're
get a if you
happy.
get a boob job, one breast will heal quicker than
Quicker than another.
That's what's happening with my eyes, and that side of my face is the side that I've got nerve damage. But I've said it out loud. I've said it in many posts. They've seen it. They still want to come for you because they hate their
Aye,
own
they want
eyes.
to
So
pick
you
it.
filmed all your surgery,
Whole thing.
you put it online,
Aye.
and you let everybody see your scars and all, and you're still healing because it was only a couple of weeks ago.
I've got scars, but they'll
And so
heal.
you seen them, you seen your scars online, and people looking at your scars and didn't always have nice comments. Did that bother you?
Not at all.
If you're happy with your surgery, nothing's going to
Because
bother
I know
you.
the healing process. See, when I got
Exactly.
lipo, I was dead skinny when I actually got the lipo, just a wee tiny belly. They took it all away, right? And then I blew up because it's what happens. Your body goes into shock and trauma.
It goes into
So,
recovery.
Aye, so your body actually swells up to as if it's getting at yourself like almost like a wall. And I didn't know this. Nobody told me this.
right.
And then I was talking to my friends. Went, oh, that's what happens. You'll blow up. My knees were like that. I had big fat feet, big fat horns, and I was sitting like, oh, what have I done? And I actually had the surgery blues because apparently when you get surgery, you get the surgery blues.
All right, okay.
And I realised this must be what this feels like. So I know that you
like having a baby.
That.
You get
Innit?
baby blues.
You got, your body goes through all sorts of changes
your hormones
to get
and-
to the other side. So I know I'm going to get to the other side. But if this is how it is,
You're
because he
happy?
said it's going to calm down a wee bit, I'm like, I don't want it to calm down.
So
I'm
did
loving
you
it.
say earlier on that people were trying to get your surgeon struck off?
Yep, a lot of them were, they tagged me in this one video where they tagged all these other doctors in this one video saying, is her surgery, it's botched, look at her stitching, because I showed it all off in this video. They're like, it's botched, look at her eye. And they tagged this one video, all these doctors, and a lot of them were like, this is the hospital she used, let's get them called off the register. And I'm like, he's one
But
of the
see,
most
any other
top-notch
professional,
doctors.
aye.
He's not cheap, right? He's, dare I say, minted because he's so good. He's got no bad reviews in his whole lifetime of doing it. He's been doing it for like, I think it's nearly 25 years, 30 years. He's been doing it since
So
forever.
you obviously researched them then.
I researched him and I saw who went to him, and every friend that I know that went to him, their friends went to him, and he's called Dr. Yalson. But people here that I know just go, did you go to Yalson? You've went to Yalson. That's how good he is.
Right,
So I'm
okay.
like that. 'Cause
Well,
you're-
we've got a villa in Turkey, and when we go there,
Oh,
my
well.
husband's had his teeth. I know, but
Who have I just met? She's got a villa. Heard you've got a boat.
Oh,
My new friends, guys.
But look, when we go to Turkey, and obviously we've got friends for the teeth and stuff, and she
Yep.
says you want to go to somebody that the Turks are using, because if they're using somebody, then obviously it's like us in Glasgow. If somebody came for, we'd be like, no, don't use the ones that everybody's posting about this clinic.
No,
I've heard
exactly.
of this. You want to go to the ones that the Turkish people are
That's
using,
okay.
and then you know
yeah.
they're good.
It's like You go to a Chinese. My mum used to. Well, I've got a lot of Chinese cousins. Right, all my aunties went with Chinese men, so I've got lots of Chinese cousins in Glasgow. I have Chinese cousins, and they always say, "Go to a Chinese restaurant with a Chinese go."
Aye, exactly.
Because it's bypass the fancy lights and this. Go. And that's
So
where
see
real
all the
food
people
is.
that-
That's
they're
how
tagging.
I like Partick. I like the West End. There's a lot of Asian restaurants and stuff like that opened up down there, and Thai and Korean and stuff like that. And
I
that's
just
just my
love
go-to
food.
place. I'm going tonight actually.
Because you see all them. All these Asian people go there, so that's how you know you should go. So
See all the ones they're tagging, it's probably ones that they're seeing on social. See anybody that's good at something, they're no doing all that advertising.
no, he doesn't even.
Exactly. So see all the doctors they're tagging and whatever.
It's
It's
a
probably
clinic.
people that they're seeing on
You'll
socials.
never meet that doctor. He's no personal with you.
Aye.
It's a big clinic. You're going in. You're going to sleep. You're waking up. You don't even know who had surgery on you.
Mm-hmm.
You get a personal relationship with Dr. Giles. You get his number. And he contacts you. And I went through 9 months of chatting to him about stuff. It wasn't just willy nilly. And they knew that I've used them once. That's all I would always go to.
Okay.
And I'm not
Well,
finished with
so
surgery.
that's who you'll always go to.
Always go.
What's
to.
next? What are you getting next?
Right, so what I'm getting next, right, see when I got my surgery, my facelift, most people when they get a facelift, they take the fat out and they put the fat on, you get your eyes under, your eyes done, and they maybe put some cheeks in there, and just a wee bit of fat, because your face might, when it goes down, the facelift, you
Right.
know, it's just some fat transfer, it's called. I asked him when I was there, and he said, I don't want your face to go into infection because you took all your fillers out like a
Right.
week ago. Let's just see you heal and then come back for that.
Right,
So I'm
okay.
going to go back and get under my eyes done, which is called something. I don't even know the name. Do you care? No. So I'm going to get under my eyes done, and I might get cheek filler, but when I had the cheek filler before from aesthetics, I think I looked more no fake, but just more older looking, just because my
Right,
face goes
okay.
up. So this is my natural face. This is my natural cheeks, and I just want to keep to that. So I just
right.
got under my eyes done, and I'm gonna get, I don't even know if I'm going to say it online, but yes I will, because I can't help myself, is, I'm not good at secrets, don't tell me any. I'm going to get fat put into my hands, so when I talk, my hands are the same skin as my face. That's fat transfer, aye.
I don't know
Who's
if that's
fat?
a
You're
thing.
fat. You've not
My
got
fat,
any.
maybe, I know, but I'll be eating a couple of pot noodles.
Right,
and
go to
some-
that place with her the
go to
night.
that Asian place.
So what did they do at your hands?
They put fat transfer into your hands,
So
because
that
I get
stops
called out. I
wrinkliness?
get called out very much so, like, yeah, but you can't. You might have a young face, but it'll always show in your hands. Now they say
Aye,
it's
folks
showing
say that,
neck.
your hands and your knees.
My neck was my doctor was like, you've got a great neck, and I was like, thank you. My knees are brilliant. I'm always on them, but they're still working.
No, you're not. You're a
Debbie,
veggie.
I'm on them for money, honey.
Actually,
and you're-
aren't they?
Yeah, but I'm on them for money, and you're on them for love. But it's working out.
Well.
Right, so the thing is, I'm at 51. I get bent down, I can't get back up. You know what I mean? So
I'm fucking 41. I bent and I can't get back
just
up.
stay doing
She's trying to
that.
bend
Just
in.
stay doing it. I'm 41, I know. Anyway, so I'm going to get. They take the fat out and they just put it in your hands so that my.
And are you awake when this happens? 'Cause
no,
that
I
does-
have to give a sleep
Aye.
for everything.
Did you go
so-
to sleep for your eyelid lift?
Eyelids,
I did.
lipo. I could have waited and got
Well,
my
I
eyelids and
thought
facelift,
you'd
but
get put to sleep for that.
I
And
had
that's
to be
where I
asleep.
blundered when we went down.
No,
And I was awake and it mentally disturbed me.
right. So
So, aye, never again.
that's it. You know,
Aye.
I could not do any of these things. I just want to wake up.
You
be
can't
fantastic.
waiting up for anaesthetic either.
So,
Oh my
it's the best
are
sleep
you
ever.
single just now?
1,000,000%. I'm so single it hurts.
So you're single and ready to mingle?
Oh,
Or
do you
are
know,
you
I'm
just-
always talking to somebody, but I'm
Alright, okay.
literally no talking to anybody in any
Right,
kind of a
okay.
sexual vibes. I've
Would
got-
you like to settle down with somebody
Oh,
or are you no fussed?
She said the word that gives me the fear in the world.
no.
Settle.
Settle down.
That's the word. No, just that word. Settle.
Just
settle for
settling.
what? I'll never settle. I'll always be trying to better myself, better my new rug. Just I'll never settle for that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't like that word. I think it's because I was in 5 years with 5 guys. It's 25 years of my life. I learnt a lot, and I thought this is it. And it wasn't. So I've not got 5 years to give anybody. It's
So
just all-
somebody would need
so
to come in and just be happy with what you do, who you are.
blow me away
And fit
It's
in,
very
basically.
difficult. It's very difficult because I've got a big personality, I know, and I want to aspire to look at somebody and go, and I just find it dead hard because I go, oh, look at him.
Oh, this is your dad then.
Do you know what I do? I don't wait, and I'm no wondering. I just live.
So
It
you're
comes,
currently
it comes
happy
on.
within your own skin?
1,000,000%. And if something comes along, great. You know what I mean? But I'm
Take
not
every
like
day.
seeking something. I'm not. I don't.
So you're
seek
doing
it.
well financially and you're doing well where your happiness is
Yes,
concerned.
because I know if I click my fingers and I wanted something, I go to my DMs or I'll say to somebody in my OnlyFans, "Do you want your dreams to come true, baby?" No, I'm kidding.
You should do it in your Italian accent.
Did you like that?
I like that.
I can do a really good Russian
You're
one.
a bit creepy.
Oh,
What
You're
are
like
you
Italian.
doing?
I can
like
just
the food,
imagine
man.
your Thomas
Just make me
coming
think
in.
of fucking carbonara and all that.
Cheap date.
I know.
Tam, make my carbonara. I'm all you.
That is the way to my heart, probably food. And I'm trying to diet now because I'm going to Ibiza a week Monday, and it's so
I've
hard.
never done Ibiza.
Aye.
I've never done Ibiza.
Have you not? Well, I've
never
only
done
went
Mars.
like family holidays, and I think
Alright.
we took wee Casey, that'd have been 20 years ago, for her first wee holiday. But
Who's
we were
wee Casey's that?
wee Casey's my big girl, so
Right.
she's 20 in November,
Right.
and then we've got Candy. She's
love that.
13,
Casey
and then we've
Candy.
got baby Clancy. She's not even a baby anymore. She's 2.
Oh, I love all the cake. I love all that. That's
I know we're
lovely.
like the Kardashians, but we're
Oh,
no, we're like
okay.
the Glasgow version. We're all the
The
C's.
Glasgow Kardashians.
We're actually not like them. I don't know. Actually, might be. I don't watch it.
So who are you going away with then for the
So I'm
Ibiza?
going away with my husband, and my middle one, Candy, because it's her friend's mum and dad's wedding.
Right.
So I get back. We were in Turkey for the summer there, and I came back and I'd probably indulged a wee bit too much. And I'm like, I'm not going to this wedding in Ibiza. Big turkey kebab girl. So
Aye, I know. I find I try and lose weight before the holiday because you know you want to put
Aye, so you
weight
can put it back on.
the holiday.
Aye.
Because if you don't, you'll be double whammied when you come
exactly.
back.
So I don't want to be rolling about at Christmas time. That I mean.
Well, I like to be rolling about, but it's not. But
So, Amanda, what's next?
T-shirts, bags, tracksuits with Doug. You don't know.
Oh no, 100%. Oh, for it.
Dog balls. That's
Look
what
into that when you're next in Turkey.
Do you sell dog balls?
So you talk merch. Do you want merch?
No, because
Right,
I done
okay.
merch and
Oh,
I done
did you?
merch in COVID, right? And it's
Right.
a bad story. I done merch and it was Doug. Everybody used to say I'm part of Doug Heed Army because I was getting so much hate, and I was like that Doug Heed Army hashtag Doug Heed Army, and so I got these T-shirts that was Doug Heed Army and I sold them. But the thing is, I'm no fucking eBay, you know what I mean? People were wanting them all sent here, there, and I was wrapping them up. And putting
I think there's a lot of time put into merch, and it's no that
I couldn't
much
get-
return into it. No.
So people would be writing me going, I've still not got my T-shirt, but I don't want to stress you out, Dougie. But I ordered it in November, and this is like, you know,
February.
This is
I mean, what
August.
you want to do merch for when you can send a picture of your elbow and get 500 quid?
Exactly. So I used to say, I'll just send your money back because I've ended up wearing your T-shirt. I was drunk last night. I was sick now because I just couldn't.
You should let
I'm not
somebody
shocked.
do your merch.
I know.
Let that be their wee company, and you
Well,
just
I've
get
got
a
I've got a
percentage.
management now, and I do the modelling with them, and I've got my OnlyFans, and it's all right. Do you mean? And that's kind of the management team is only on my case through the OnlyFans, and they're new. I've only had them for 2 months.
All
you
right,
know,
okay.
So, but I did say to them right now, I'm taking a time out. You know what I
Alright,
mean?
okay.
Just to heal.
Heal.
Now, my pal who is going through surgery, she doesn't take a time out. She's still like taking pictures, or she took so many before she got the surgery, and she's sending them on.
So your
for
pals
money.
get surgery and all.
Aye, but she's clever. She's
Right.
money orientated and got a great attitude. I'm like, I need time out. I'm not working right now. You know, I've not got that attitude, and I like to hang about with people that have got that attitude because it rubs off me. Because I'm a
That's me.
I'm a
I hang about with
procrastinator.
Carol.
Are you
I
a
know.
procrastinator?
Well,
or
I
not?
could.
'Cause
I'm
really,
not bragging, right? But I'm good at my job, and I know I could be.
Better.
I mean, like.
Are you a Pisces? You're a Pisces.
I'm a
aren't you?
Pisces, but I'm
Aye,
not
so-
interested. I don't want to be, and it's the same with the social media. Like, I'm quite like she goes on her lives
She
and she's
takes
like,
the piss
follow
out of me.
Debbie. I'm like going, you know, like there's nothing on my
I'm
page.
making
There's nothing to see here.
I'm making carbonara on my
I'm
knees for
fucking
Tam.
rhinestoning, do you know what I mean?
Know
And
what
she
I mean?
tries to get me in her lives. I'm like, fucking kid, on sitting here in my house coat, fucking like something
I know.
about Mary.
She just video calls you.
But it's funny because we're so different. But like,
I know.
but like that, I know I could be really good with my business. Like I could blow it up. I could take on and I'm just like, I'm quite happy.
But
just
you know,
doing
people
what I'm
like
doing.
that, I find like people like that, like I've just split from a friend, and she's such a social climber, right?
Yeah.
You know who you are. So she's a social climber, right? And
You've just
I
split
don't-
from her?
well,
So she's not your friend anymore?
She's fell out with me because
Right,
she
okay.
can't see the goodness that's coming into my life, and it's
Okay.
what she wants. And she's social climbs. She's up in the morning. She's doing everything she possibly can to make everything better. But as my old granny used to say, you've either got it or you're known. She's not got it, and that's not my fault.
See, that's the thing. You can just get up and be
aye.
yourself.
So I wake up, scratching, farting, all sweating. It's working for me, right? She's up, crack a dawn green juice like that. in the gym, no, that social climbing, phone out attitude, no. And I'm like, I'll do it tomorrow. And I'm getting sent stuff that she wants. And I just think you can try too hard, I know.
Aye.
But
it's not for you.
bad
It's
that
what
I'm
you're
being bad. Aye.
She's aspiring to
She's
be
just-
what she thinks will get her there, whereas you've
100%.
just been
tagged her and
natural.
everything because she's always going to tag me, to get me her followers because she hadn't had many, and she still wouldn't do many. She still wouldn't have much, right? And because she's
See,
got a
when people do
personality.
that, you need to remember that followers are following you. You know, they're
And
following
she was
you
a
'cause
follower.
that's
She was a
their
friend that was a follower. Do you know what I
thing.
mean? So, and now when you feel used and abused and they don't need you anymore because they've got what they wanted and they're on their merry way and they don't want to see how well you're doing because it's what they want.
That's
It's sad.
sometimes the drawback of social media, because that happens a lot.
It's happened to me
You know,
all since social
aye,
media.
same.
I think
same.
every
Aye.
6 months I've got a new friend.
All
And on
right.
my hate site, they're like, can I keep a friend? They all fall out with her. In what world? They come to me, beg for friendship from me. Know what I mean? No. So they come to me with friends, and then I just smell that feeling of that gut instinct of going, this isn't, you know, like, and I can't handle
I know, but
it.
maybe you need to hang about with folk that's in the same par as you.
No.
You know, you need to
Yes.
you need to maybe attract people that's not going to use you, that's got their own thing
what I do now.
happening,
I'm
and they
quite
don't
happy
need
just
you.
hanging about with myself and my wee fat.
No, so am I.
And
That's
then
a
if anybody
Pisces
wants to
thing, I
come in,
know,
they can
'cause
come
we're
in. But if you go,
hermitatised,
you go.
we're
I wish you
hermitated.
well.
No, I know, I get that. But in
She talks shit. She doesn't hang about with him. She stays
don't.
in. I'm like, right, Debbie,
Quite
you
happy.
coming? Debbie, you coming? We'll get this
Do I
on.
do
She's
social
like,
stuff? Absolutely not. I'm your ma. I'm no. I don't want him to looking at me. I don't want him to talking
oh
to
my
me.
God, you are mama. That's
know.
what she's like. She's like,
She'll go on well with your mammy.
But the thing is, you don't need to worry about me trying to use you for social climbing because I'm not fucking interested.
I want somebody to use me. I've not been used for a while.
Right,
So
well,
please
I'll
use
maybe
me.
do your
We'll find
merch
you
or
a user,
something.
don't you worry.
Oh Christ, I love
So
it.
anyway-
My sister,
She'll hang about me. She
she'll
loves me.
hang about with
You
you.
love her sister. She's as stupid as all. No,
We're so different. Like she wouldn't talk like a rude mouth like me or anything, but
I love
they
her
say
as well.
opposites attract. Same
Aye.
with my husband. He cringes at me, but I'm like, you fucking love her.
He forgets his own old dash. Don't let him kid you on. So what's next? So what are you going to do? You're doing something else, aren't you, Amanda?
I am, and this is the thing I've
So
been.
tell
so this
everybody.
is the thing I've been kind of saying to everybody, that there's something coming up that I'm dead excited, because it's one thing getting paid for you sitting in your pants, right? But I know my jam is chatting. You can tell, you just couldn't get a word in. So that I know that's my jam, just chatting to people, meeting new people, having a laugh. So,
Asking the questions everybody wants to ask, but they'll know.
and I just felt like I manifested that, I know. And also when I keep doing lives, and all through my journey of TikTok and Instagram, people have always said, this is what you should be doing. And what it is I should be doing is I'm joining you guys on the podcast.
We look forward to having you on board. So we're going to be doing a podcast together, right? So the three of us are going to be doing this podcast, and we're going to interview people. We're going to do all sorts of things, and that's the plans. So we're probably going to run by the seat of our pants for a while.
PVC pants.
Plastic pants on the go. That's what we should just call ourselves.
Should
Plastic
I could make them?
pants.
I'll make the plastic
Get to
pants.
fuck. I'm not calling
Right,
myself
don't call
plastic
that. I'll
pants.
stone them.
You just need to behave yourself. You just need to behave yourself.
You'll need plastic pants. You'll be laughing
I'm not
too
getting
much.
plastic
Buzz.
pants.
Well, the thing right now is masks. We all sit with plastic masks.
Aye, the gimp masks. I don't know. I might get a
Masks.
wee bit claustrophobic with them.
Oh no, there's enough gimp masks on social media. No, there's one or two.
There's a couple like that. There's a couple of
Aye.
gimps that follow me.
Aye, there's a
So this is what we're going to do, and I'm so excited. And I'm so thrilled.
I just think that you're dead chatty, and I like your personality, and I like the fact that you come back to the haters and you don't dwell on it. It's like next, you know, and
Aye.
that's kind of what I'm a wee bit like that, and so are you, aren't you?
Nobody hates
It's
me
like
yet.
Used to it.
aye, same, used to it, don't care. Next.
Do you not feel, Carol, that if you didn't have a hater, you've lost your mojo? You're so irrelevant. Because I feel so relevant with all the hate that I get. I'm like, thank you for watching. Thank you for commenting. Thanks for your time. Because you would not give a
I
boring
just love the fact
time.
that
You know what I
You're
mean?
the
I just
time,
love
aren't
the
they?
fact that people are talking about me and saying they didn't like me because of whatever happens, or they talk
Aye.
about something that happened, and they're still fucking talking about you 3 months later.
Aye, it's
I'm still the topic of their
Still relevant.
conversation,
Still
and I don't
relevant.
even know who they are.
Yeah, still relevant in
You
their
know,
life.
I don't even get them.
I feel like a bit left out that they can't
Do
talk
you?
about me.
We'll get you a stalker.
Aye.
Dig deep,
I think
dig
you know
deep,
you've
guys.
made.
You'll find
I think
something.
you know you've made it when you've got a stalker or a few.
Oh, aye. See, when you're on my hate site, see anybody I put in a night out,
I'm going to look for
they,
this.
they
Right?
Google the person on my hate site and try and talk about them and all. So some of my pals are like, please don't film me in your film.
But
because
you
they're
know,
coming for
although
me.
there's that negative side of social media, there is a good side.
I might get some hate now that I'm not hanging about
So
with
the
you.
good side
You'll
is
get
that
millions of
we've
hate
all
now.
met each other, and we're going to have a positive platform.
100%.
We won't include the hairs.
No.
You know,
This
it'll
is
be
their
good.
only minute.
Aye.
And
So we're
thank
going
you
to
for
talk
that.
about relevant things and maybe interview things, and I'm excited about that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited. So there may be times when you can't come to the podcast and us two will do it, or I can't go and use two will do it, or Debbie's off swanning about in Turkey or Ibiza. Or somewhere
getting
like
stoned.
that.
Maybe
And
not.
so
But that'll
We are
help.
dead alike because I've never touched
I'm
any
not
drugs
trying to
in
be
my
funny,
life either.
guys, right? I'm not trying to be funny, but this will be the first threesome I've ever had.
I had one
Same.
last night.
Same. Do you know what? Oh no, I was not even going to. I'll fucking leave that. For
But
another
you've
day.
been together for a long. Are you married?
I'm
Right.
married.
So how long have you been married? So
We were talking about this last night, 2009. So what's that? Like
is that 15?
16. 'Cause
Aye,
I
but
was
she's
saying,
been the same guy for a lot longer than that. Our
Oh,
kids
aye,
are
that's
all
what
the
I'm
same
saying.
guy.
So you've had
How
that
long
you-
you been with Sam? Thomas.
it's 17 away for 21. Right, 41. Fuck, I'm as bad as you. What's 41 take 17?
24 years.
Well, there you
Christ, I'm
go.
good at maths.
24
Really?
years, I'm still obsessed.
Oh my! I love that.
Do you know what?
Honestly.
But it's so sad because there's always somebody that loves one the more, and I'm like, oh Tam, I just wish somebody loved me the way you love, way I love you. And he's like, oh dear.
Oh,
But way up a hill.
so there's no, you're no in need of a threesome just yet.
I don't know. What does
now,
it consist of?
Well, now like a couple would bring somebody else in to snazz up the moment.
Right.
Obviously, you know there,
Right,
yeah,
we're
'cause
all
you're still
good.
in love. You're
Right,
still
we're
in
all
love.
good, but
Takes me 3 months.
I can only
and I'm
handle
like that.
one. Would it be me that would need to take 2 willies? I've got 2 wombs.
No, I think mostly
Here,
it's
she's
a
not even
woman.
kidding.
It's 2 women.
Oh,
I
is
think
it?
that's the
No, I'm not
first
fucking
protocol.
having them having somebody else. Fuck that.
So that you're better off just keeping
What
to
if you
yourselves.
left me?
You don't need it. I would never date if I was with somebody. a
No.
threesome. Now, if you're in love, because the feelings can get.
Well,
but
I was
see, if it's
reading
just
last
randoms,
night that
enjoy
no, I'm pure obsessed with P Diddy now, but I was actually watching when I was rhinestoning
I'm
last
gonna have
night.
to follow
Her
this,
book.
yeah.
I'll tag you in the book. Right, this lassie's reading it. So I was sitting in that way. I was stoning. I was flicking it. So it's his wife has wrote a book, and like that he used to
Whose
bring
wife?
P Diddy.
P. Diddy's.
All right, okay.
So I don't even know if they were wife and husband.
And she's
Partner.
basically. She's put the
So
book
she
out and
died, but she's put the book out. The
She
book out,
died.
but I'll tag you tonight or whatever you call it
Aye, I
on
know that
TikTok,
they just
and
there.
you can go in and read the book.
She used to
Alright,
bring.
okay.
So he used to
people
bring people in, but I'm talking about Will Smith and
Oh,
like
aye.
his missus.
I
So
thought
she
about
was
it.
9 months pregnant, and she was expected to be gangbanged by all these people because they all went
Can
in
we
about
say that
her.
on here?
I just
See what
did.
you like.
I just fucking did. I've said
Oh
worse.
my.
Cut that out, Paul. Paul's behind there like that. Fucking her. Oh, her Chinese Paul
I'm
need
like,
that.
I'm like, it's
Paul's
Monday.
not actually behind- Paul's
I'm
not
like,
actually behind
it's
it.
Monday, 12 o'clock. We're talking about gangbangs. I love this podcast. Do you know
But
what I mean?
so she 9 months pregnant, and she was expected to have like all these celebs get in about her before
Paul's
she
sitting there
gives
saying,
birth.
what's up with that?
No, yes, Paul's that poor Paul. He's going to
I'm only
fucking watch
kidding.
all this.
Paul's
I'm
out.
only
Googled it.
kidding.
He's watching it. The news. He's watching
Aye,
it.
he's reading the book. But
I need to get a hot shot of this book. Maybe that's something
no,
we can
I'll
talk
send
about.
you
We
it
can read
tonight.
that
I'll
book
send
as
you
well.
it, right? Oh my
Aye.
God,
My
you're my
pal
friend
told me
on
about
TikTok.
it. My good pal filled me in.
Aye.
Because
My
I'm
good
like, instead
pal
of reading
filled
something,
me
I
in.
just fill me in quickly. Got the gist. But I know, but a
That's
lot of
my
that goes
weekend
on
line. Fill me in
That's it.
quickly.
That I get that they do a lot
Aye,
of
they're
that
all fucked
because they're
up.
so bored of the same thing they can get into. It's like, say, I mean, I can never understand that mentality. All right, I don't want to go down, let's really abuse people and that, but
I think it's a big rabbit hole into it.
Oh my
so
God.
I think if Tam says to me, let's bring somebody in, I'd be like, on you
Chase
go.
yourself.
They're all part of the
Chase yourself.
Illuminati. I'm sticking it out there.
Aye, that's exactly. This is a convo I was having him last
Well,
night.
I
He's
think
like,
we'll all have a wee look at it and something we can
Aye.
discuss in a future podcast. Just know the
I
day.
know, this was supposed
So
to be about
anyway,
dog heads.
Amanda,
But turned
we're
into
going
P. Diddy.
we are going to announce on social media via this podcast that you are our new pal.
aren't you?
I know, and one
new
got
dog.
a villa, and another one's got a boat. It's the best pals I've met in a minute. And a Monday, it's the best Monday I've ever known. And
You've
we're
not
talking
seen the villa
gangbangs.
and the boat yet?
I'm a wee bit excited. I'm thrilled.
Okay.
know what I mean? So-
Anyway, we look forward to having you on. Thanks very much
Thank
for
you.
coming on
Thank you for
today.
asking.
And I'm sure we'll all be in some funny journey.
Aye, exactly.
Is what
I'll bring the trainer, lady.
Okay. Anyway, guys, thanks very much for joining us today. I look forward to seeing you again. Please check out the other podcasts and up and coming podcasts with myself, Carol,
And me, Debbie C.
And Amanda, the IK Doghead.
and Amanda Duncan.
AK.
Catch you next week. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.